this game week for you, always a time to kind of. I know we talk to everybody, and they talk about the excitement for Saturday.
It's really exciting. I tell them it's almost like Christmas. You know, you get to open up your presents and see what it's going to turn out. I just hope my bike doesn't have a flat tire. You know, I want it to be able to ride it and use it and have fun on it. And you know, these guys are the same way. I mean, you know, they've been hitting each other for over a month, and they're looking forward to, you know, just going out there and playing the game. And I'm excited about finding out what type of team we have and the identity that it's going to have. So it'll be fun.
All right, tell us how Trevante got that starting job in your usual fun way. Well, what did he do? What's
he made plays. Players make plays. Sports Center and lots of money. That's what I tell him. And you know, the kid really pushed himself coming back from an injury, and I started him at the very bottom. You know, I was going to test him and see if he was going to, you know, either step up or shut down. And he really did. He stepped up. He made play in every scrimmage. And the other thing that he did was he was able to line other guys up, and he was able to play more than just one spot. So you'll see him in the middle of a play flop and go to another spot just because, you know, he's smart enough to do that.
Is he physical? Because Jalen's playing behind him, right?
Mm-hmm. Jalen and CJ.
Right.
But remember, that's the starting point based off what the play is.
Gotcha.
They'll move around. So, but, you know, people, you know, say that deal about his size, but he's crafty and he's smart enough to understand he never lets his alignment keep him from doing his assignment. You know, some kids will get too wide when the play's coming outside when he needs to close his window so that he has room to make a play. And he's smart enough to figure those things out. And if you remember, as a true freshman against Ole Miss, he ran reverse and got a first down. You know, and if you felt that good about him to hand him the ball as a true freshman, then he's back healthy. You know, you definitely feel confident in getting football.
Trevor, you talk about D'Angelo. You said one of the things the kids were playing last year was he was behind Darvin, and now he's behind Emory. So is just kind of what will his role be? Will he play a lot, or you know?
Yeah, he will. And the reason why is because that position, that's where a lot of the balls go. So you want to get it to the best two that you got, and nobody's going to play 8 snaps. But the good thing about both of those guys is you'll look up and both of them will be on the field at the same time, and that's going to be good for us because now you can't match up and say I'm going to take this one out or do that. So I've been proud of him. You know, first of all, he stayed healthy so far. I know it's still early, but he's been healthy, and you know, the kid hadn't missed the practice at all. You know, that's been good to see. And, you know, he's had several things through camp. I mean, at the beginning of camp, he had pink eye, and I don't know if you ever had it, but you definitely don't want to practice football. He didn't miss a single snap, and that let me know that, you know, his toughness is there, and then the want to. And he's answering questions like a quarterback now, where before he only knew what he had. But now he's answering questions across the board, you know, plays that we're going to run and when we're going to run them. So it just gives you that confidence as a coach and obviously as a play caller to get him the ball and to give him an opportunity.
Yeah, a lot of you guys.
He said that he was basically just playing the 9, but Emory was playing some others. Is that kind of? Is that he stayed pretty much at that position and Emory moved around?
Because the numbers, his position stays the same, but where he lines up in the formation is different. So that changed just a little bit, but you know, for him, because of where he's at, the mismatches that you can create by moving him to different spots make a big difference, and that gives him an advantage that we're hoping that we'll be able to take advantage of during the game. But if you watch the kid practice, this kid sprints on and off the field. And it sent a message to the rest of them, and it started out just them, and now everybody sprints out there now. And, you know, it just became contagious, and that's what I like about him. You know, he's been down a long road. Like I said, he's as old as I am, but, you know, he still goes out there and works hard every day and don't make any excuses.
Is 9, is that like split in? I mean,
I mean, and really we number them just so we can call the plays. You know, that's why everybody's looking at the board. Well, it's because they know what number they are in that formation. So, but it's like the X is what most people would consider that.
And then flankers.
Flankers and Z's, yeah, they're 2s.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
You mentioned 7 guys last time you were in here. I think Quan was also on the depth chart of receivers. He done anything to kind of get in that circle of trust that you have?
Yeah, he's getting closer. I mean, again, the playing time for him, his job will be a lot smaller until he proves to us that he can handle more and more and more. But you know, it's like anything else. He better prove himself on special teams. He better prove himself when he does get his number called that he can make those type of plays and do the things that we need him to do. And I think he will. You know, the kid works really hard. he's so competitive that he gets down on himself and you have to bring him back. And that's going to be his winner. You can't let one play beat you twice. And once he figures that out, and some people's like take a little longer, but I tell you, hopefully by midway through this season, he'll be a guy that you can't keep off the field because you want to put a guy out there that's going to make plays in space, and he brings that type of ability to the table.
What can you tell me about Jay Wisdom? Is he out there?
Jay, actually, that's a Gene Chisholm question. I'd love to have him, but I don't know where he's at with being cleared and all that. And for me, I talk about the guys that are out there working and going to be able to help us play. And right now, he's not doing that.
Just talk about Trevon and Quan and what they've done at punt return to be on the depth chart.
They've really both done a great job. Just decision making. It's been a natural transition for both of them. We're going to face guys that are rugby punters. We're going to face guys that are deep punters and that. But just finding a way to get a first down. And we talk about hidden yardage all the time. Percentages of depending on where you start on the field, increase or decrease based off the line of scrimmage. So we want those guys to understand any mistake back there can be magnified. You miss a ball and it rolls 15 yards, now that puts our offense in a bad position. Now the percentage of scoring are a lot lower than what it was if you'd have made one first down. So that's what we're going to try to do with those two guys. You don't be surprised if you see them both back there at the same time. I mean, they're dynamic, and we're hoping that that's going to be a plus for us. Lord knows if it's not, I'll be on the other side of that camera because Coach Chisholm gets pretty hot about that spot. I'm sure you don't bring that up anyway. Don't tell him I'm talking about that.